You could get canceled for bad nails. Bad cuticles.
I might get canceled for doing my nails in a podcast studio.
That's true. Or no one's ever going to ask you to be on their podcast ever.
That will remain true regardless of my nails.
Just like how we wanted this to be your first pitch for a podcast was no business having a podcast title.
Yeah.
Which is the funniest title for any podcast ever, but I don't know who would listen to it, except I still want that to be our other thing.
It'll be our next podcast.
It's very good.
All right. I saw the propeller.
Oh, she was already helicoptering us to move on?
Yeah, we are.
To start it.
We're on the tarmac right now. We are on the tarmac.
We are flying by. We got to welcome people to the Rage Pod.
Yep.
That's what she's saying. I was just trying to sit here
and have a nice chat. Have a nice chat.
The producer.
Do my nails.
FW won't have it. She's not having it.
Propeller's up.
All right. Well, let's go. Let's fly into it.
Let's
welcome to the Rage Pod.
Every other Thursday, we have joy when we've taken our meds.
Meds help us. They help us a lot to just like...
We're not anti-med on this podcast.
No, we are not.
In case that was unclear.
Literally take however many you want to get going in the morning.
We know that Tara takes 57 supplements in the morning.
I really do. I'm like, give me all the mushrooms, all my meds, any uppers plus coffee. That makes... Whoever wakes up and says that coffee doesn't make them happy in the morning or like tea, I'm like, you have to have something. Fine, if you're going to be one of those health nuts, it's like water with lemon. It makes me happy. That's fine. I think I did that for a minute and then I quit it.
We're not studying Buddhism.
That's
in Taiwan.
You want to live in Taiwan? If you haven't watched The White Lotus, you have to. Oh my God.
Piper, no.
She makes me happy.
Yeah, it's so great.
It's literally the best.
So great.
Okay, so what are you liking right now? Like, because it's not all just going to be like, we're mad raging. Like, we like life too. There's some good stuff around. And I'm wondering what you like right now. Or skip it? We just skip it?
We just skip it. I mean, we can talk about that later.
Yeah. You want to talk about what you don't like. I feel it.
Yeah, a little bit.
I feel it.
I do got to talk about something that really irritates me.
Yeah, because, I mean, this episode we're talking about female rage.
We're talking about female rage.
You're going to tap into it.
I hate it.
Oh, God.
I hate it when someone in a group setting, you're having a conversation, maybe it's an office meeting, maybe it's a friend group, maybe it's, I don't know, a book club or something. And you say something and then someone else right after you literally says the same thing but just uses different words.
Switches it just enough to make it as if they didn't hear you. As if like...
Exactly.
Like they're stealing your idea.
And look, it's probably what's coming out of my mouth is bullshit. But then like... Make up your own bullshit.
Well, then why are they doubling down on the bullshit?
Right. Why are you doubling down? And also, like, make up your own bullshit.
They're literally using your exact same idea and, like, moving words around.
It's plagiarism in the moment.
And this person, I guarantee it, this person does it. It's the same person. Is it the same person?
Listen, many are guilty of this.
I know
but there was one perpetrator in my life that it was real bad in a work setting. Oh, real bad.
Well, then you know what I would do? I start throwing out the worst ideas. Fireable offenses. Just to see how they pick it up. Pick it up, deal with that, honey.
I feel like they could just go hard on the contrast, which is still kind of using you.
Totally. Meaning going in the opposition, in the opposite direction.
Right, to make you look stupid. Still get the last... to still get the last word. And it's like, cool, I get it. You want FaceTime, you're nervous, you want a promotion, whatever. Just all I'm saying is come up with some other shit. Because it was like, it was relentless. It was like every single time I would say something, I was like, oh, I know she's going to say something after me.
And just make it this. It's literally the same thing and just moving it
just
around.
Make it
if
the
was
same.
anyone today would say, hey, what's going on over here? Like, what's up with this chick? What you said it first.
I think people are just they're dealing with their own shit. You know what I mean? A lot of times people, you think someone's mad at you, they're dealing with their own shit. They're not even thinking about you.
I know. So the rest of the people in the meeting, I'd be like, that's just what Ebar just said.
I know. But I think people were just in a constant state of panic. So to have room to be thinking of other people, like bettering other people's lives, was not on the table.
Right. It should be on the table.
But it does. It like makes you crazy. Like, you feel gaslit, right? Like,
totally.
Wait, did I not just say that? Like, you're like, oh my God, did I say that in my head and then it not come out of my mouth? Like,
right.
Did I take a pot gummy?
They make you feel
because
nuts.
that's what happens when I take edibles, right? Like,
you're like,
the whole conversation is happening on the inside, but I think it's happening on the outside. Totally. So I'm like, number one, that. Two, it's like as women, we already feel like nobody listens to us.
Right.
We always feel like we are.
We always feel like silenced in a way or not heard in a way that I think other people are.
Right. By other people, do you mean men?
I mean men, but like I was like, what do we?
Are you scared to say men?
What do we? Men. Okay, I got it out. Okay, we did it. We did.
I'm proud of you.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I think like as women we get talked over a lot, and so that feels like a form of being talked over. We feel silenced, and then I feel crazy. I'm like, right. Oh my God, did I not just say that? Did I not just say that? Did I not just say that? And then that's happening. So I just think like that's a small real life example that you can see how female rage plays out.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think there's a difference because me and you can literally have a conversation where you're talking and I'm saying something at the same time, except I'm registering what you're saying. You'll hear what I'm saying and we'll always get back. Like, we'll be talking over each other, but I'll be answering your question. You'll be answering mine or moving totally on. Different. I'm clocking it because we can multitask. Totally and I feel like men can't. I'm just going to yell the word out.
And this coworker was not a man.
Yeah. See, and
it made me feel like she was a man.
Right. Because it happens. I mean, it happens with men and women. So it's not like we hate men because we date them, but it's like we're just trying to make in society, it's sort of been that way for a while, right?
Well,
and
totally. I mean, well, yeah, that's like the power. That's the power dynamic that has existed for forever and continues to exist in different ways.
Right. And so that's something we're going to talk about on the old pod, the Rage Pod, which, I mean, if you didn't pick that up, look at the title. But
Rages through the ages.
Yeah, for sure. And but I want to talk about our cunt of the week. We're going to get into later, which stands for
before you all are like waiting for us to shit all over women.
We're not. Cunt
stands
for courageous, unapologetic, notorious 10 of a woman. 10 out of 10 woman, can't wait. You got to stick around.
And also, we're going to, of course, check in with Friendy Wendy on our Rage Hotline.
Let's freaking go.
We're going to hear some great stories of rage.
Yep.
Check in with our fellow ragers. And just so you know, we want to hear from you. We want you to call in. Yeah. This is a safe space. You can say anything and there will be no judgment.
True. It's like we want to hear all of your thoughts, or even, I've said this before, we could hear your joy too, what you're happy about.
I mean, to hear
lay
your
it down what you're mad about and then lay it down maybe what you're happy about because we want to hear it.
Yeah, I'll steal your joy. That's something I think everyone should steal everyone else's joy.
Absolutely. I'll piggyback on that.
We will
run that up
the
tadpole.
The tadpole?
The
flagpole?
The flagpole.
We'll run it up the tadpole.
The tadpole because
the tadpole.
Erica has a stand-up set where she talks about running it up the flagpole, where you talk about being in like the office, and I never am, and so I was like, is it tadpole?
Yeah, you
flagpole.
Run it up the tadpole. Circle back. Take it offline,
so I can make proper sentences.
As we said, we're pro meds on this podcast. Anyway.
So call us at 213-293-5995, or you can email us at theragepod@gmail.com. You'll hear more about that. We'll tap into that old little rage pod later. You'll hear some stuff. But we should talk about, we got a guest.
We got a great guest today. I'm so excited. That's like what I should have said. But then that would have been a lot about we would have been previewing our guest 4 times if I had said that's what brings me joy.
Yeah, it's too much. She doesn't need that. She's already cool enough. You know?
She's also like,
I feel like
you're a little thirsty.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
It's like when you walk into a room and there's like a guy or girl and they're just like overly attractive. You're like, I'm not going to give them any attention because they already know how attractive they are. You know, and you're just like, ignore, don't make eye contact.
There's like a support group out there for super hot people
totally
that
feel neglected by people like me, because I'm like, nope, not giving you not even one little flutter of an eye. Nope.
Someone just goes out there and busts up their face just so they can have a conversation in a social setting. Okay. Our guest today is so many things. It's incredible. She's a psychotherapist. She's a speaker. She's an author of the best-selling book, Women Are Angry, which won the Times Best Self-Help Book of the Year.
She's also a scholar, a podcast host of Women Are Mad, and she's also a co-founder of the social movement Women Are Mad, Wham!
I love all things Wham, by the way, the band and this social movement. Both of them are great. She's a regular contributor to various international outlets on feminism and global health. And in her practice, she's helped so many patients, so many women. We are talking to a powerhouse in the world of navigating female rage. We get to chat with the Jennifer Cox.
Let's go.
Thank you so much for being on the pod today, Jennifer. Your craft of language, like, I just kept writing down shit that you put in there because...
Oh, honestly, that makes me so happy. Tell me, though, how was it to an American ear? Because I worried that, once it got bought in America, I thought, but there's so much in there that is so British, like slangy.
Oh, it was great. For so many reasons, will you take me in? Like, can we just move?
I'm setting up a whole shed.
For Americans, that's so kind of you. You're probably like, it's really bad when the UK is also the place of salvation. Like, places that haven't typically been like, on the extreme side of progression when they are, literally, we left Britain for independence. And now we're like, please take us back.
I want to ask you a question. Like, what would your top thing, or maybe top 3 things that you would tell a young girl to not only give her confidence, but also help her deal with possible unsuppressed anger or rage?
I'm sure we all remember when we were that small, really feeling as if we had no choice other than to be very well behaved, very polite, good, kind, sweet, and very caring. And I think this kind of caring thing really comes us unstuck as we get older, but it begins here. And what I would say is, you don't have to care for people. That's not your job.
I love that.
Not like numero uno, that's vital. I think another thing is, shout, be loud, like, do show off, do make a scene, do be the clown in the classroom, do it all.
Great. I love that. We were doing that.
We do it every day.
Even though we were told not to.
Yeah.
Yeah, good. Well, good. And so, thank God, some of us as adults are able to kind of find that, but a lot of us aren't. And so it's kind of carried through all the way from then. And I think, what would I say as a third thing? Like, don't please people. Don't be out to make people like you. Or, because the thing is, if you think about how we generally stay safe and how we learn to stay safe, it's actually mostly by making sure that people don't hate us. Because if they hate us, we're in danger. So, that's a kind of learned habit of a lifetime then that sort of, flows into people pleasing and fawning and all the rest of it, where we think we've made ourselves safer, but it's a total kind of myth, and it's not real. And I think if we could learn at those earliest points that isn't the most direct or effective way of staying safe in a room or, with a man, then I think we'd probably be kind of stronger in the end.
And the recognizing that avoiding people hating you is not the goal, but knowing that whether it's a young girl or even an adult woman, that it is going to feel uncomfortable for a while to experience that. Like, oh, I think this person may not like what I did or what I said, or might even not like me, but I'm living my true life. I'm getting out what I need to, but that feels uncomfortable because we are conditioned to not be hated, like you said, for that safety and that survival. Like, how should women, what tools can they use to work on that part of it?
I mean, that's so interesting, isn't it? Because the thing is, reality has it, we are in danger. Like,
yes, we are.
That's a fact.
Yeah.
So how do we navigate the attempt to keep ourselves healthier by not doing this indirect pleasing, fawning, please don't hurt me thing, and instead put our energy into ways of making ourselves better protected and stronger and really safer, kind of IRL, when what we know is that shit aggravates people, men especially, and women, let's not forget all the internalized stuff.
Yeah.
But it is very difficult if you're advising other women, especially younger women or girls, if you're saying just be bolshy, just be really kind of straight talking and tough and say it. Yeah, do, but also, oh my God, you could really kind of goad people that way that don't want to hear it. And then what? And
right.
So I think this is obviously where in the book I was really keen to stress this is an issue not just for women to sort out. Please, for once, let's really bring in the men. Let's get them to help us think about this. How can we do this together? Because they're not having such a great time either. They might think they are, but look at the suicide rates among men. Look at the ways in which their health is compromised by repressed feelings, not anger, but many other feelings.
Yeah,
they get plenty of outlets for anger.
They do get
they're allowed.
Yeah,
they get a voucher when they're
switcheroo,
when they're born. The baby girl is basically as you talk about, she's born and she gets a laundry list of all of the emotional burdens that she's going to need to carry, and men get a voucher to rage out all they want.
Yeah. Yeah, it's true. Yeah.
I love it.
In the form of a kind of season ticket.
Yeah, a season ticket. They get season tickets front row. They're actually in a box. They get their own box. They get a press box. So speaking of, we're talking about changing the relationship that we as women have with rage, right? And how we view it and then how we process it. And that can be, we're talking about, reconditioning is really hard, because just because you might recondition doesn't mean the world around you will. Mm-hmm. So, and then also, obviously, we know as you get older, change gets harder. It's just, it's a fact, right? Neurologically, it gets harder for us to change the patterns in our brain. Physically, it's harder for us. Doesn't mean it's impossible, because otherwise it's well, let's just party.
Right.
Let's just throw one big, banger of a party and forget about it.
Yeah.
But there are ways that you can do that. So, what are some things, just some tools? And I know you talk about it in the book, which is so some of the stuff of staying off social media until the afternoon, really allowing yourself to wake up in the morning and checking in with your body and how you're feeling and why you might be feeling that way. But I'm also thinking about okay, so maybe you do that and for a month things are good, but then something sets you back, right? And you regress. What are some some ways that we can think about making lasting change and building armor for the ways that society is going to challenge that.
Yeah. I think a key thing I would say there actually is that if we experience setbacks, like you're saying, which are natural and will happen, whatever our intentions, we, especially as women, I think, punish ourselves for
Oh my gosh.
that having happened,
Yes.
don't we?
Yes.
And it's, we kind of find it really difficult to be compassionate and to sort of forgive ourselves for slipping up or for making mistakes or for kind of, coming off our path a bit if what we were trying to do was for self-development. But I think the first thing I would say is we need to not be hard on ourselves kind of ever, because in fact I was saying to a patient today, as women, I think we have to pretty much assume that the vast majority of us, I wouldn't know the sort of stats, but I am convinced that the vast majority of us have been brought up and conditioned in this way that means that we wouldn't dare be kind to ourselves. Essentially it's all about making sure everyone else is fine, prioritizing them. And I think we can assume that that's the case pretty much across the board for all females, maybe with the odd exception.
I think women are constantly putting themselves in their own jail all the time.
I mean, aren't they? Which is probably why they don't end up in
real
jail.
Right.
They do that all on their own.
That's right. I've had enough jail time for my lifetime.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And yet, we are so brutal. We're so hard on ourselves. And I think we will slip up, of course, and we should, because we shouldn't even be going for perfect. That's not healthy anyway. But I think just gently kind of steering ourselves, refusing to feel bad about slipping in our, resolutions that we've set for ourselves, refusing to feel bad about it and deciding instead, yeah, of course, I'm not perfect, I'm human. And look at everything I've got on my plate. Of course, I'm going to accidentally go on social media too early and go down a rabbit hole every so often. But that's okay. Tomorrow is a new day. I'll just correct that and I'll start again. And I think just that habit of ditching the habit of being so mean to ourselves is already a massive change, So yes, there are these micro changes we can put into place, but I think probably a larger one and the most important one anyway is just being nice to yourself. There is no danger of you ever turning into some kind of selfish see you next Tuesday, because I just don't feel like I ever really meet those women.
My partner says that to me. He's like, I want you to be more selfish. I want you to be more selfish. I guarantee you, you're scared that you're going to be too. He's like, I will tell you if that has happened. He's like, I don't think that will happen.
He will never have to tell you that's happened.
Yeah. It's so crazy. And two, I think, I think something that can work for a lot of people is going back and talking to your younger self.
Oh,
right?
Yeah,
why
that's
is it
become a real almost trend, hasn't it?
Is it a trend?
Mm.
But it does make sense that it's almost like it's a different person, and it's easier to be kind to this young child who hasn't. How could this child possibly know? But that child is still you. So I think if that's a way, right? If you can be kind to the younger version of yourself and then just know that that's still yourself.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's still the same brain.
Yeah.
Totally.
Yeah.
They write letters on Married at First Sight, which I'm totally into right now. But they make them write letters to themselves, to a kid. And you'll see just this guy who did, just the worst. And then they get married right away and they try to make it work. and there will be some tumultuous stuff going on, and it's not really like linking. And then they write the letters, and they have to read them aloud to each other about what they wrote to their child, to themselves as a kid, and their relationship changes, not for the long term, because of course there's not a lot that they're totally set up and great for longevity.
For success. It's not a recipe for success.
Yeah, but it is funny that when they write the letter,
that is shocking.
But when they write the letter, that especially the women hearing from the men, or the men hearing from the women talking to themselves as a child, that they change into that softer, more feminine side comes out, and that relationship has a softer area, like a nicer place to land in the interim, although it doesn't last very long.
Well, they need to do what she was saying earlier, which is not beat up on everyone
don't feel guilty about
for having a setback, and then maybe they would keep thinking about that little child.
That's right. Yeah. I mean, well, and if you think about it, it's having a relationship is work, isn't it? Like holding on to that relationship is so much work.
Yeah.
And I guess like there must be something about the sort of investment you're prepared to put in if you have maybe something about knowing the person for a certain length of time. Like perhaps there is something just
Wow, what a novel idea. Not getting married after 5 minutes and 70 cameras on you at all times.
Might not work.
Yeah.
Speaking of deconditioning, something that really resonated, you say guilt is a form of inverted rage, that it's like a way of cleaning up after oneself, and that this particularly shows up with teen girls. And I mean, we all, like, as comedians, I mean, we joke about guilt all the time, right? Like, I come from a line of Irish Catholic alcoholics. So guilt is just like another way of saying I love you.
Born and bred into.
Right?
Yeah.
Right? It's just, I mean, that's like literally in our oxygen, in our blood.
Yeah.
So I guess what are some, again, specifically, I would love just to hear even more on that, that concept, because I do think you have to wrap your head around it, you know, guilt as an inverted form of rage. Can you kind of touch on that a bit?
I think, oh God, it's so gross, isn't it? Because
yes.
It really is disgusting, I think, how we are imprisoned by the captors that are our families.
We're all in Stockholm syndrome. If you have a family, you have Stockholm syndrome.
Oh, you do? Oh, but you really do. And I'm thinking about this more and more, actually. Just kind of since writing the book, I think like certain strands of it have sort of, I don't know, like extended themselves into my mind and are kind of, sounds a bit gross, but like are really kind of taking up space there now. And I'm thinking, what do I do with these? Because these won't go away. The book didn't kind of fully resolve these for me, certain among them. And I think this idea of the problem of family and, as you say, guilt, especially, is I think one genius way that families have of absolutely controlling us and, you know, keeping us in our place.
Particularly women, right?
Especially as women. I mean, like it's kind of incomparable, I would say. Like you just, boys, men, they will never know, I don't think, in general. In general, there's probably some exceptions.
Sure.
But, you know, to try and do something that we know is outside of the rules, jeez, I mean, there's nothing like it, is there?
We had such a great time talking to Jennifer Cox that we split our interview up into 2 parts. Stay tuned for the second half this season on the Rage Pod.
Either you're a teenager and you have too much oil, or you're reaching menopause and all you want is oil because you lose it as you age. Fun.
Yep, finding skincare that works for you is a toughie, except that we found the unicorn, Neon Hippie.
It has 7 mushrooms, it hydrates, it's full of nutrients. Guess what? You get a discount on Neon Hippie for listening to our podcast, The Rage Pod. Use the code RAGE for 25% off at neonhippie.com.
You've reached the Rage Hotline. Please leave us a message.
All right. Guess what time it is?
Friendy Wendy, we want to hear from our other ragers.
All right, guys, we've got a couple emails and a voice memo today. The first one is subject line, "This is not okay." Hey, Rage Pod, what's happening in this country is not just disappointing, it's dangerous. The rollback of women's rights from abortion access to reproductive health care is deliberate and terrifying. This is not about politics. This is about control. I'm filled with a steady, simmering rage, and I'm done pretending otherwise. Thank you for creating space where we don't have to downplay our fury just to be taken seriously. We shouldn't have to. From Carol in Denver.
Wow.
Thank you, Carol. We are not downplaying it. We are upplaying it.
We are upplaying it. We are
'cause
mad
it's
for
real.
you, Carol. We're mad for
very
us,
real.
for all of us.
We're mad for women.
I agree
everywhere.
with her, man. It is like a terrifying thing what is happening, and the fact that it's out of our control currently. I mean, we can help the cause as best we can, but I just feel bad for people who don't live in California. Like I'm in a nice little bubble that my rights and everything are in my body is protected because of the state that I live in.
Yep.
And so that doesn't hit me as close to home as it will be with other people anywhere else in America.
Yeah. I mean, I have 2 toddler girls in my house, and I have thought to myself, like, oh, I could never move to a red state. I just couldn't. I have girls, right?
Right.
It is so sad what's happening. And I mean, Friendy Wendy was telling you, we were talking to her the other day about, like, even what state is it that they are trying to remove? Is it Indiana? In Indiana, they are trying to remove the word consent out of sexual education. It sounds so funny when you say it all out.
Why?
Education.
What is their argument? Why?
I don't know what do you know what their argument is?
Nobody
I
knows.
think the argument is that they're like, men are sad because they can't take advantage of women as easily without consequences.
They want to take the word consent.
Yeah, because that word is
out.
It's the word consent that is causing harm across this country.
Wow.
It's not the men sexually assaulting women. It's women understanding the concept of consent.
That's wackadoo
That's the real
wild.
violence of this country. Anyway.
That's weird that they would want to do that. All right, you guys can leave us a
but-
comment and tell us more juice about it if you've got it.
But Carol, I just want to say one last, like, we are with you. We feel the same way.
Yeah.
And I think it's just more important than ever that we really dig into our female solidarity and we support one another.
Absolutely.
It's going to be a bumpy ride.
It's gonna be a bumpy road.
All right, guys, here is a voice memo from a listener.
Hey, Rage Hotline, Harlan here from Provincetown, Massachusetts. What fuels my rage is the news, cable news in particular. This crazy world that we live in. It is just getting to be too much.
That's why I don't watch the news. We all know that.
You know what's interesting about that? You know, Jennifer Cox talks about ways that you can help process your rage, and one of the things that she says is that you should stay off socials. She says socials.
Bingo.
Until the afternoon. That you should
Interesting.
That you should give.
Give your morning.
Right.
Yeah.
Give yourself a chance to check in with yourself. You know, kind of slowly ease into the day where you need to have, you know, your tools, like where you need to arm yourself with defense against all the shit that's going on.
Allow your serotonin and dopamine to kind of hit you, be in a good place, and by the afternoon you probably be ready enough to take on all the crap that's coming at you.
Yeah, because it's triggering. And I mean, obviously we're talking about social media, but social media is the vehicle which you're just getting an onslaught of information around what's happening. It's just raining down rights being removed.
I know, and it's not even it's not even for me like the news part. It's also the reason I kind of stay off of it is comparison, which also brings me so much
compare and despair.
Compare
and despair.
Compare and despair. Did you make that up right now?
Well, I'm going to say that I did.
Did you read it?
I'm going to say that I did
it.
because other people are taking
other
my
people-
last lines.
Other people are taking her ideas. Claim
So-
it.
That's called a flip it and reverse it.
I love it.
Missy Elliott.
Yep, flip it and reverse it. Okay. Yeah, I feel that. That's why I don't watch the news and why I stay off socials. Maybe he's got to stay off socials too.
It might help. I think taking breaks is really important.
Yeah, because then you can just focus on like the good. Like what you actually like. Like go get ice cream, take a walk, freaking
You can reset.
go throw axes.
Well, you can reset.
We've got one more.
All right, let's go.
I don't know whether to laugh, scream, or crawl into a hole out of embarrassment, but probably all three. So I get a missed call from a guy I went on one date with about 4 years ago. It was a fun night, flirty vibes, decent chemistry, good makeout sesh, but life happened and we never went out again. Shortly after that, I got into a relationship that's now very much over. And when I saw his name pop up on my phone, I thought, maybe he's circling back. Mm-hmm. I called him back. I was open to it. I'd even pre-approved a potential second date in my mind. But nope. Turns out he's not looking for love. He's looking for leads. He just started selling insurance and was hoping I'd take a meeting so he could walk me through the policies and maybe, just maybe, buy one. Excuse me? You dug me out of your digital graveyard to make a sales call? I don't know why it pissed me off so much. Maybe because I felt foolish for thinking it was something personal. Maybe because it reminded me how often women are seen as networks to tap into, not people to connect with. Either way, I felt slimy and weirdly humiliated.
Oh my God, he needs to be canceled.
Anyway, that's my rage. Laugh, scream, or do both. Just don't buy life insurance from your ex-Hinge dates.
Okay, I got a policy for this guy. Fuck off.
Exactly.
That's the policy.
Thank you. I cannot believe the audacity of someone you went on one freaking date with her and you're like sitting around thinking, what was he doing? He's just surfing through his phone. He's like,
I think I could hook, line, and sinker her into being on my downline.
Oh my goodness. Like, I would be so concerned for him that word is going to get out on the street that all these women who went on one date with him are like, stay away from that guy. He tried to sell me life insurance.
Which, by the way, if you're this bad at reading the room, you think I want you to be in charge of my life insurance?
Yeah, absolutely not. He's not going to make one sale.
No, he's not.
What? You're hitting up a woman you went on one date with to make a sale for life insurance?
Which means you're just, again, if that's your target list, you're not good at your job.
No, bro, this is not your path. You need to get out and run.
Also, like have some, like, just take a beat and think about how you knew this person, when you met them, what you don't know about this person, because you had one date.
Right.
One date.
Absolutely absurd.
Like 20,000 years ago.
I can't.
And I literally, I haven't checked in with this person. You know, she was really cool. Not like, hey, let's go get coffee and like see what she's up to. Let's just dive right in with a sale.
With a sale of life insurance.
Right, of life insurance. Like, life insurance, you have to, like, disclose some pretty personal details.
Yes, you do.
Yeah.
Like, no. Today, I'm serving Kant, and I'm serving it to him. Straight up, on a silver platter.
And we're not serving him cunt.
No, we're not.
Of the week.
We need to get to that. Cunt of the week, just a reminder, it stands for courageous, unapologetic, notorious, 10 of a woman.
Okay, so we're here with the Rage Pod. We are looking for a cunt of the week. We are here out and about in the world. Pride is upon us, and we are getting a cunt of the week nomination from Sarah. Who is it?
Yeah, that would be my mama here.
Who are you all nominating for cunt of the week?
Fiona Lolly.
I'll shout out my sister over there, Ari Gorgeous Gucci.
I have to say Chapel Road.
So if I had to pick a cunt of the week, I'm going with my mom. Sounds crazy.
I knew that being out here and being able to give free hugs, despite her Alzheimer's, she would love that.
The first person that comes to my mind for like very empowering woman would probably be my sister, honestly. She is a brave, revolutionary individual that is fighting against all kinds of oppression.
She's been an ally since she was, I don't know, before I was born. She helped me realize I'm a lesbian.
She comes off as a bitch sometimes, but I think that's what I like about her.
She's amazing. She's so supportive. She's so loving.
She has always had my back. She's always been there, always been supportive.
She's
With the culture.
she's always so confident in everything that she does.
You know, she's an ally, and we love that lady. Mama Lolo.
I could not ask for a better sister.
12 out of 10 right here. By the way, despite what's going on, there is a lot of kindness out in the world. She's bringing it. We love that.
She's pretty badass. She's pretty kind.
I know the vibes. Stop playing with it.
Okay, well, that kind of wraps up our episode. This was a lot of fun.
If you all don't know,
Nobody knows where it came from.
Tara
I know what she's...
Tara has 2.5 different accents that make zero sense.
She's right.
She is from Vegas.
And we do know where it came from. You have never been the same since the Mayor of Easttown.
Correct.
It's true.
Literally, we finished watching Mayor of Easttown, and within like a week, all of a sudden, I just started hearing Tara go, no. And I was like, oh my God. And I thought like, oh, it's just in her head. It's going to go. No, it has stayed.
It stayed. It's that, or it's like
Southern.
from Long Island, Southern or Long Island. It's weird. And we don't, I lived with people from Jersey for like 8 years back when in my 20s, but I'm like, why does it still stick around? And or I sound Southern. I'm not doing it on purpose. It just comes out. But until when they bring it up, then I'm very focused on like, I could be like, well, if you enjoyed this, hit subscribe. But I'm like, no, it's like, if I don't want to think about it, that's how I sound. So like,
she has like accent osmosis.
I do. Mm-hmm. It's freaking weird.
Anyway, well, we gotta
move on.
Close this out.
Yeah.
Speaking of liking and subscribing,
yeah.
If you enjoyed this, please hit subscribe, share it with a friend, get ready for more conversations on Rage, and we just want you to know you don't have to just calm down.
No.
Even though everyone's telling you to.
Right. We're hoping you feel a little more heard, a little more validated with this old pod.
A little less isolated in your rage.
Yep.
You're not alone.
You're not alone. And so let's get to it. Let's have Friendy Wendy take us out.
Let's do it.
All right, everybody, deep breath in. 1, 2, 3, exhale. Rage scream into your pillow.
Love it. Love it. That felt good.
Almost passed out. That was a good
I might have vocal cord nodules, but that's all right.
No, it's all right. We'll get them fixed. Surgery.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.